Welcome back, pioneers. This is Nico. This is slugging. We're in Satisfactory. Building a slug world eventually, but we're very early on. We got our copper area done last time. And it's time to get the iron done. I was thinking of using these areas right here. So. But I'm still kind of determining what we want to make and amounts and everything, so I think what we need to do is get signs unlocked, and then I'll use those to kind of help plan everything that I want to do here, so I think we should have some chords here. Develop this out more later on. So we're taking it all with. We're gonna head back up. And I think, oh yeah, this is fun when you ride the parachute. Don't have to run. I did set up an awesome sink. Also the middle line here was flowing fast earlier, but I had a MK2 belt, and it was backed up. It's really only coming out at 30, so I swapped it back to MK1. It's as fast as it's coming out. The other two are flowing out pretty fast. But using them, so I dumped a bunch in here. A few things from the awesome shop. Things have improved. Oh, we want to get this sign. We'll just get this one too. So let's just buy those. I'd like to get some of these useful things. Just in case we want to use them. They're cheap too. Like the hole, floor hole. The wall outlets. 15 left. I'd like to get the double ramp early on, so that's a good one. So there's a good two, but I don't know if we need them right away. This stuff's good, but I don't know how decorative we're gonna get just yet. Steel beams come in handy a lot. I like to have ladder early on. Got 5 left. Could do catwalks, that would be nice. Okay, and this stuff we would like to get, but we're gonna wait on that decorative a little longer. Okay. So those are spent. But we can now make signs. So I'm probably gonna go lay these out. see there. Alright, so we're back from that quick departure there. I mapped everything out with signs. If you're new, so what you would do is just get whatever sign you want. I like this portrait sign. You need the refined quartz crystal. It's from raw quartz, and you need reinforced plate. Maybe something else. No. You come up to it, you press E. You can change stuff here, like various stuff. You can type in whatever you're looking for. Like iron rod, there you go. All the different things you could want there. You can type in whatever you want. And then there's lighting settings. There's this layout down here. So if you want these different layouts, these can be useful. But anyway, so that's how you make signs and edit them. I like to do this to help figure out how much to make. Let's climb up here. So we have a ton of iron here, so I'm kind of making a decent bit, but we've got 480 coming in. Everything I worked out ends up being 350. So I listed what I wanted, and these two are like the more advanced ones. So let's go look at them. I'm using an alternate recipe here. It's good to just have a machines, assembler, constructor, and you can just check, here's what I'm going to use, the bolted frame. So then I just take these numbers, well, let's see. Okay, so I did 100%. Let's disconnect this real quick. Let's see if it'll wake up to that. Okay. So what I wanted to show you is, this is the natural numbers for this. We do not have the belt speed to go above 120, so we can't feed it enough screws to get this. But I took the 100% numbers, I just wrote them in here. If we had that, it'd give us 5 a minute. We're going to run these at 50%, so this will be only 70 per machine. So instead of having 2, we'll have 4 assemblers running all at half. And then you can calculate the megawatts it uses. When you underclock it, it's better efficiency. So look at this, it's 15 is natural for an assembler. If I put it to 50, it shows these numbers, but the megawatts will not adjust if you plug it in. Then you'll see that show up for you. So 50% instead of 7.5, it's only 6, so that'll save us a little bit of power. And then I calculate here if I have 2 full ones or 4 running at half. I'm going to need 15 plate, reinforced, 280 screws. So I kind of just make this sign on the right as the info after I just list out the recipe and what it takes. And then we're going to go with, this is one of the ones we figure out first, as well as smart plating, because these are the more complex ones. So this, we're just going to do 2 assemblers, making this at regular 100%. So these both take reinforced plate, which is why then I waited to calculate this until those are done. We need a lot, especially over here. We're doing 15 and 4, so that's 19, and then I just went with some extra. Instead of just doing 20, I went with 25. So that's a lot of power just for those. Then again, we work backwards. rotors go in there, so we want to figure out them after. I need at least 4, because we're doing 2 machines for that. So instead of just doing 1 and having none left over, I'm going to double that. We'll have 4 rotors going there and then 4 left over that we can use later for motors. I'm going to come back here. The only rod recipe I have is this. So 20 is all we need. No, 40. So I might have to change this. I didn't do my math there, so that's a good example of why it's nice to plan this out. So if we're going to do 40, well, it's 15 and 15. Unless we want to underclock one, let's just go 45. 45. We'll take 3 constructors, which will help us to 12. There we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and add to my total count, since I had these off. 23, and then this added, what, 4 megawatts, so do that. Okay, and then 45, that'll cover this, give us 5 a minute left over. Plates are all being used for this. We need 300, quite a few. And I don't have anywhere near enough. I don't know why I'm not doing my math correctly here. So this might be too much. Thinking what we should do. Well, let's see. Yeah, that's going to use too much iron ingots. Let's lower this to 20. That covers the 19 we need. Give us 1 extra a minute. So that'll be 4 machines, so it'll be 240 for both of these. So we'll change those numbers up. 240, 240. It'll be 4 assemblers. And change these. Okay. So that took 15 megawatts off here. So what, 41, 36. And 1 less assembler. Okay, we still need to get to 240. We might just be asking too much here. This is why this is good to lay this out with signs when you want to start building bigger, so I think even that is going to be too much, which this would probably be a good one to lower. Lowering that doesn't change a ton. This is eating up a lot of those. I might just pause here, think about it, fix things, and then I'll jump back in from there. We have other clear issue that is going to need to get dealt with, so if we want to build this big, it's going to be cutting it too close, so it could be over if we run it all at the same time. So let me think about what I want to do here. If I want to change this, if I'm able to do that many, I don't think I can, because I need 240. I need, yeah, that's way too much, so we'll change this up and come back when we figure it out. We'll see it. Okay, got another error I made. So I looked at this again. Let's see, let me verify. 100%. Takes 30 iron plate. Okay. So we had this too high. We didn't look at it and actually change it. Which means this would be half. That is doable. And we could keep this. Let's see, so we need 120. So we 6 machines total. 120. It's gonna take another 60 ingots, so we add that in. These 6 constructors. That'll bring us to 24. Okay. So 180. 120 minutes. That does not leave us any extra. So let's see, we have 200, 180, 45. So we still have plenty of room. Those are all minuses. There we go. What's our total? 480. So we could do one more of these. So we have some extra plates, so let's do that. 140. It's gonna be another 30 of these, so 210. 7. I don't want 2 there. 7 will be 28. Okay. So let's double check. This is definitely correct. Okay. So let's climb up here. Look at this again real quick. Make sure it seems okay. 2 and 2. 120. So let's make sure our screws, we have 240, 440. There's a 280, so that's 6, 7, 20. 720 is what we need. I got a goal of 800 a minute, so we're fine on that. I don't know if we need to make that many extra, honestly. $280. Yeah, that might be more than we need. Is 750 enough? My brain is so tired, it's late. I'll keep pressing subtract. Let's see, 280, 240. What do we need on this? 200. 720. So let's change this to 750. So we don't need a ton of extra screws. So 750. I'm just going to subtract one machine. So subtract 12 and a half. Would be 5. This would be 15, 15, 60. Okay, and that's enough with some extra left over. Let's look at this all one more time. Some people can just do this all, know what they're doing. I like to plan it out like this because I tend to screw things up. This makes it a lot easier to comprehend what I'm going to do. Alright, let's check. Let's see, we got assemblers. 2, 2, 4, 4. Type it in chat. Oh my gosh, I'm brain dead. I can't figure it out. So, is that right? No, this is 4. 4, 4, 8, 10, 12. 12. And constructors 3, 10. 25. Don't know where my math is coming from on this. Alright, 3. 10. Oh, because we added a bunch of those. 25. We have the 1 underclock, so this is slightly different. So let's just do the actual math. 30, 30, 60, 24, 12, 28, 60, so 244. That's how much power we need for this arrangement we have here. Let's see. So we're using 45, 210, 75. What was the first one? 45, 442.5. Okay, we have enough for that. So I think we have the basics there. Now our next issue to tackle is that Zipawa. And what I think I'm gonna do, those coal mines I have over there, if I could upgrade them to Mark II miners. Right there. Okay, so let's get this, because if we can get the Mark II miner, we can just upgrade those coal mines and use the same ones for the power plant. Let's grab some concrete. Steel pipe. I'll make some of these. Can we make miners? Can we make a foundry? I might make a quick okay, we have enough for all that kind of stuff. We might make a quick little slap together steel setup that will go and fix right after. See if we can knock out 200 steel pipes quickly, so. And then I'm gonna need to build more water extractors, coal power. I'm guessing we'll do water there. Just coal set up there. Can build in another belt there. Nice, there's that iron up there. Let's go get that. And a slug. Yes, parachute. Climb for me, parachute. Okay. Got some trouble here. Got a good new weapon though. Okay, what is this? Ooh. Pier. That's what we want to see. Let's grab that. Lock it into the world. Control snap. Let's go to zero. We'll send this down. There's the coals right there. Is that too high? Looks like it. It's kind of higher up there. Let's see. That's kind of lower. Let's get down here. Let's try right there. That should work. Which way do we want to point it? Let's point it this way. Space here. Should we do them both this way or merge them together? That might work. Let's see. Look at the double ramp now. Nice. Okay. So, I'll probably set this up better later, but for the time being, this should work. A little more than I wanted. Okay, let's bring that. Oh, don't fall down. Oh, please. Don't have wire. Okay. Let's see, this is pure. So let's do 120 on it. Oh, we did get the hole to use a floor hole if we wanted. It's not a good use of it, but whatever. Press R, it'll switch the direction there. Let's try that again with this. And then, let's see, how big are the foundries? Or, I'm acting like we're getting a proper setup, which we're just kind of messing around, honestly. Get something better later. Let's see. Well, that's clipping nicely, huh? Look at our this if we want to use that. Let's click on that. Let's see. Let's make it a little longer. Bring it down. Need more iron plate. Okay. Well, my goal is to get this just so we can get the Mark II miner to upgrade the mine. Then we can build out the power plant, so things are changing. Steel pipe for Mark II miner. Upgrade coal. Add power plants. Everything just keeps getting pushed back, but that's on me. this should be enough for at least getting it down from the ceiling here. There we go. At least we could move back behind this. 60 a minute. Probably want to upgrade those also. Can deal with that later. Let's get a merger. Just doesn't want to line up. Press H. Control with the arrows and get a little half. I don't have iron plate. Well, I think I'll take a little break on the video, get these put together, and then get back to it when I have the steel pipe ready, and come back to upgrade these miners, add some more power. We'll catch you then. Alright, this is going to be a wrap up for episode 7. I did actually record a little bit more last night, and I was half asleep and mumbling, and you could barely hear me, and it was pointless. We did get the steel up and running. I put some in here, so we're ready for getting our Mark II miners here. So.
Milestone reached. Logistics can be improved with a larger storage container, enhanced conveyor belt efficiency, as well as the ability to store excess power for later use. An additional project part can now be constructed. Further progress to the next phase is now possible.
Okay. So our iron factory is still not set up because we want to have more power in place first. I might have enough right now to squeak by, but I'd rather have extra. Plus, our steel factory over here is just kind of some very basic to make some steel pipes for that milestone. And we're going to want to build that out more and upgrade it more. So, I'm just going to come here. We're going to upgrade these two, and I'm probably gonna need to change the line setup there. But I don't know where the video left off exactly, the one I recorded after. Just show you the very basic setup we have is iron coming from up top, comes down there to here. From there it's into the splitter. Splitter feeds one of these. I have a lift to the other. Goes into that machine. These take 45 each, make 45 steel. Boy, is it noisy over there. And then the coal is just doing the exact same thing, but I have it straight in right there, and then there's lift off the splitter going to the other machine. So we're running 2 machines, so we're using 90 each. We could do more, but we'll set that up later. But we also get 90 steel ingots out. All 3 of these for now are set on steel pipe. We have 90, so we have 3 constructors running at 100%, making us 20 each. Yeah, so we're making 60 a minute. We'll want to change this up, and we'll probably also want to have a lot more focus on steel beam, and the steel pipes won't be quite as many, even though they're the cheaper one to make. But I don't know that I had shown that setup. Put a power line up there. Nothing else really going on up there other than that belt out the miner coming to here, coming to there. So, in case you missed it, that's what we had. I think we will wrap up episode 7 here. It's already getting kind of long, and then I just wanted to redo that last bit. So let's change This, we just keep postponing all of our goals. So we have this now, we just need to upgrade. Upgrade coal miners for power plants and add 8 more and 3 more water extractors. And then that'll get our power up. And then we can actually build out the iron factory, which we did get all those signs in place, so it's pretty pretty set up on knowing what we want to build, but we really haven't figured out where everything is going to go. So that'll be kind of the next step, is just starting to make sure we have enough room for everything. So we'll say iron factory. Get enough materials and determine layout of machines. And then this is already kind of tied into the above. And this will just say revamp steel factory build out. If you know what, we're not gonna have time. I don't. So these are. This was episode 7. These are gonna be 8. So let's just leave it at that. Putting together this iron factory will probably take a while. I don't want to put too much on our list and then not get a bunch of it done. Did this delete some of my notes I already had? Upgrade coal, add power plants. Another 8. 3 water extractors. Okay. I'll leave it at that. In the meantime, I'll probably just get enough materials to get the new miners and power plants built. So, grid coal miners, add power plants, another 8. Okay. So I'll just try to get materials together, and be ready to build everything, and then we'll probably pick up. Now look at this. I already need encased industrial beam. And since we're not set up to make that yet, I'll probably want to just hand hammer out a few so I can make these miners and keep things moving along. That's limestone right there. So what we will want to do is probably... How good is that one? Normal? We got one on top of our... I don't even know if I knew that. Or is that the one behind the mountain? Let's look at that. But I think we'll belt this one in over there to the steel factory back there in the back. So get that incorporated with those at the same place. I don't know. Anyway, got a lot to get ready for creating here. So I'll be back on the next episode, hopefully ready to get that all in motion. All right, we'll see you then.